Hey guys, welcome to Piston.my. Before I start this video, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to our channel. We recently passed the 1000 subscribers. Our growth has been amazing over the past 1 year despite the lockdowns and such. So I really appreciate all of you who have clicked on the subscribe button, and if you haven't, do consider subscribing so we can continue to develop and to bring you more awesome videos on new cars in Malaysia and around the region as we develop. So anyway, today is a bit special because I'm doing a vlog on the car here, the Kia Carnival. I've been really looking forward to driving this car, guys, because it looks great and it looks really comfortable, and people are saying that it's almost as good as the Toyota Alphard. I don't think so actually. I don't think that the Toyota Alphard and Veilfire as well as the Kia Carnival can even be mentioned in the same breath. I'll explain why shortly, but let's take a walk around the video, around the car, and I've taken my family out for a weekend's getaway. Thank you Kia Malaysia for accommodating my request for loading this car. They absolutely love it. Recently bought a new car, actually my wife recently bought a new car. She bought the CX-5 2.5 Turbo, and after driving this car, it's like, oh my god, we should have just driven this car first and then gone for, you know, made a decision, because wow, what an amazing machine. Perfect for family actually. So in this video I'm going to explain why exactly, and yeah, vlog style. That's the difference in this video as compared to the rest. Why? Because I'm away from my team and we don't have a chance to actually you know, do the usual rolling shots and such, but still plenty of info here for you. So let's start. So one great thing about the new Carnival is actually how amazing it looks. It looks and feels a lot more expensive than it actually is, but at a little under 200,000, it's actually about 196,000. It's like an absolute steal. Okay, this is known as the Tiger Grille, and I love the very distinctive Kia daytime running lights. Super nice, right? They look amazing, and there's no mistaking the Carnival for anything else but the Carnival. And the new generation Kia logo actually looks fantastic as well. So onto the sides, I actually really like how the shoulder line just sort of distinguishes the cabin from the rest of the car, and gives it a very clean look over here. And the C pillar is distinguished by this chrome piece over here. It's actually textured, so it's actually quite nice to touch. Looks and feels very expensive. The side mirrors though are huge, almost like a baby elephant's ears. So yeah, actually baby elephant is probably a good context because the car is huge, right? It's probably a good reference. I mean, the tires are 18-inch, and you know, notice how thick they are. That's because this car is designed for comfort, and it does that beautifully. Seriously, this car is among the most comfortable I've driven. 60 profile tires, 235/60 R18. Quite huge tires, but do a wonderful job. They're actually very quiet at highway speeds as well, so that's wonderful. And then moving to the back, I actually thought that the back was quite simplistic as compared to other vans. Actually, you know, Kia has done a fantastic job at the design. You know, I thought I would expect equally as dramatic lights at the back here, but they're not. It's just these two things over here. So, but that's fine. I actually also like how simple it is at the back here, and then you get this rear view mirror here, and of course the Kia logo. Moving to this side, you get this grab rails over here if you want to put on more storage for the car. And Kia didn't even bother putting a cover for the lights. It's just everything's exposed. So seriously, this is really one of the nicest designs out there. When I was in Taiping at the Lake Gardens recently, people were giving me the thumbs up. Totally understand why, because it's a really good looking car. Let's check out the engine. The one thing that I really like about the Kia Grand Carnival is actually how, of course, it's super spacious, right? You can see my kids are just very comfortable back there with their seats. The child seats latched into the ISOFIX, which is amazing. And the spaciousness over here makes it the perfect family tourer. But the other thing is, at highway speeds, it's just really nice and serene in here. It's nice and comfortable, quiet. There's just a lot of power that you can tap into. Of course, it'll comfortably cruise at about 140. Anything more than that just becomes a bit too wallowy. And because this is a family tourer anyway, you shouldn't be going very fast in the first place. So this is a car that is meant for comfort and comfort and spaciousness for the family, and on that point it delivers really well. I'm passing by Ipoh right now. I had a full tank when I left KL, and that needle hasn't moved at all. I'm heading towards Taiping. I'll update you guys as soon as I get to Taiping, but what I'm seeing is just amazing. The interior of the Grand Carnival undoubtedly feels quite premium. In fact, much more premium than the asking price that Kia wants for the Grand Carnival. The buttons are actually touch sensitive. So this is for the air conditioning. If I want to adjust the rear temperature or the rear blower, I have to first press on the rear, and then I can either touch it from here or I can adjust it from here. So that's great. So everything, even the start button, feels very premium. But what's super cool is the gear selector over here. This is almost identical to the ones that you find in a Jaguar, except that this is permanently out here rather than, you know, protruding out and automatically popping out when you start the car. But this bezel feels super nice to touch as well. And to select to R, you need to push it all the way to the right, and just a soft right, D hard right, and P is just here. Press this, and this auto hold, this parking, and these are the drive modes. Drive modes, you get normal, you get normal, eco, sport, smart. So, but the one thing that I really appreciate about the Grand Carnival is just how fuel efficient it is. Okay, I left KL yesterday, I went to Ipoh, drove around Ipoh. I'm in Taiping now, and check that out. It has hardly moved. That's really cool. I really appreciate that. And then to the right here, you get this power door button. You press and hold this, the boot opens up, and this is for the left and right sliding doors. Again, everything feels very premium. This piano black insert over here stretches all the way to the other side. Now, let's see what's making noise at the back. Hi boy. So obviously a family car. You know, a lot of people have been saying that they would rather get this over the Grand Carnival, over the Veilfire or the Alphard. But I don't think that would make any sense, because the captain seats on the Veilfire and Alphard are actually much nicer. Yes, you were saying something?
No.
No, you don't think so? But yeah. So I think this is much more of a family car, where else the Veilfire and the Alphards are much more of a luxury people mover. And then you get this boss buttons over here, where you can adjust the passenger buttons. The passenger seat to make more room at the back for your kids, or you can just use it to annoy your wife. You get a USB charger over here, and you get a USB charger over here. So that's fantastic. Even the third row passengers get individual USB chargers as well. Yeah. Yes, boy. No? Nice car? Nice car? Yeah. It's a super nice car. So let's show you the outside. So if I want to open the sliding doors, that's what I do. I press and hold this, and out I go. Check out how spacious it is. Are you comfortable? Comfortable? Alright. So that's the third row. We're not using that, we don't have guests with us today. But you can't really see this from here, but there is actually a USB slot over there at the side. I'll get behind that later. We're typing at the Lake Gardens and we're gonna go play around. So it's a diesel engine, right? 2.2 litre diesel engine. So you do get that typical diesel clutter. There's no running away from that. So you get that, I'm sure you can hear that clutter, that diesel clutter. That's quite normal for a diesel engine. So this is a 2.2 litre turbocharged engine known as the Smart Stream. So it produces about 202 PS and about 441 Newton meters of torque. So power is definitely there. This is a big heavy car, there's no doubt about it, and it will comfortably cruise at about 140, 150. You really shouldn't be driving that fast if you have family in the car, but just saying that you can if you're alone, of course. But what I really like about this engine is just how frugal it is. So I went from KL to Ipoh, drove around Ipoh, went to Taiping, went back to Ipoh, drove around some more in Ipoh, then drove back to KL. And check it out. I'm a little under half tank and I still have a range of 392 kilometers. So that's fantastic. And I'm averaging, since the last refuel, I'm averaging about 13.7 kilometers per liter. That's brilliant, guys. So theoretically I would have a range of about 800 to 900 kilometers. Fantastic, seriously. I really appreciate that about this turbo diesel engine. So check this out. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 3 more seats behind here. 9, 10, 11. Of course, if with these seats up, you get zero storage. But right now, as you can see, getting ample of storage space. What I really appreciate about this is the amount of cup holders that you get. You get 12 cup holders, guys. 12 cup holders. How amazing is that? And this third row passengers will appreciate that USB slot over there as well. So that's brilliant. Okay. Now, if you hear that beeping, if I walk away with the key still in my pocket, it's going to close by itself. Super cool. And let's go to the second row of seats. So there's my boy, Vihan. It's my wife, Harveen. Vihan had a bit of a fall. You can see the benjol on his head this morning. Are you okay? One cool thing about the Kia Carnival is if you have your hands full like this, all you got to, but you must have the key on you. Just stand behind it and wait 5 seconds. You can hear the beep and it will open by itself. So there's no longer the need to wiggle your foot underneath and now you can hear this beeping. So what's going to happen is, if I step away, it's going to close by itself. So that's a really handy feature to have. But what I found out over the weekend, when my wife was packing the car, right? When she was packing the car and I was helping her, but what happened was I walked away and the boot shut on her. But luckily it has this sort of, you know, it sees whether there's obstacles along the way. It doesn't see, it detects whether there's obstacles along the way, and shut on her. But as soon as it detected an object, it opened back up. So that's a really cool feature to have, especially for when you have your hands full with family and such.